Are you recording by any chance?
Yep.
Alright, you want to cut all this out?
Nope. Hi, my name's EarthToLydia. Welcome to Off Topic. I'm here with
No.
Yoni Man. That's Yoni Man.
That's Yoni man. Kevin. Oh, I hold a man that takes Yoni man or Kevin. Because I spell it, because people get irate when they go, Hottie man? What?
Hot He-Man.
Hottie man. Yes, I am very hot, thank you.
Okay, it's 11:15 at night and we're kind of drowsy, but we wanted to talk about...
Go on.
How do I phrase this? Pre-orders
Bullshit.
for games. No, not bullshit.
Pre-orders, yeah.
Game pre-orders. Okay. First of all, let's talk about Kickstarter. Just because there's been quite a bit of uproar about the whole concept of pre-ordering games on Kickstarter and how the developers just take the money and then they don't actually develop the game, yada yada yada. Same with like Greenlight. As soon as they get the go-ahead, they just like drop off the face of the earth and leave it in alpha, whatever. What is your thoughts, first of all?
Well, talking to a game developer at a function some time ago, he was telling me Kickstarter is dead. Companies like you had Shovel Knight, that yacht club that made Shovel Knight a really good indie game, and Kickstarter when it started, it wasn't just for gaming; it was just for people trying to raise up money. But then you had like celebrities like Zach Braff, who, you know, was great in Scrubs and is a millionaire but asking for $2 million to make a movie.
Yeah, that's just taking advantage of the fans. I don't agree with that. Like, if you want to come up with something or donate to anything, don't set up a campaign which may be for a good thing, but then when you're perfectly capable of like creating it or donating to it by yourself, don't then just scrounge for other people's money and not put anything forward yourself. That's taking the piss big time.
Yeah, but I think he is making a movie out with the money, but I'm sure he has the money for it.
I mean, look how big Scrubs was, how many seasons it went on for and everything.
But like the first time I heard Kickstarter was about this old lady who went on school buses to make sure the kids weren't being taking the piss out of each other, being each other up, or just being kids, and she got so abused and all this. So the Kickstarter campaign was so she could have a holiday. Yeah. And they raised so much money that they were like, no, fuck this, not just a holiday, that she can retire now. She was like 50 or 60 something. And I was like, that's great. Like, that's when Kickstarter kind of blew up.
Yeah.
And you had loads of people trying to do stuff. And there's mad Kickstarter stuff like, I want some egg mayonnaise. Can someone help me with egg mayonnaise? And then he gets like 50 grand.
Like, fully taking advantage.
But then that guy did the big huge festival then.
Oh, fair enough.
Like, he did stuff with the money.
I've seen this one lately where, I don't know who it is, but there's a pretty famous like prank YouTuber who does, this one of those like good deed videos every now and then, and he...
The dog?
No, he gave a homeless guy $100 and followed him around to see what he'd do with it. And this guy, like, they saw him going into a liquor store, but he actually bought a load of food and he started giving it out to other homeless people who he didn't know, but he knew that they were, struggling, and he thought that he could help them just by giving them more food. So he did that, and then they went up to the guy and they were like, you know what you just did is so amazing, here's another $100. And then they started a Kickstarter campaign because it got so famous, and saying that they want to raise like a couple of $1,000s to help this guy like rebuild his life, and it's gotten like $150,000 donated to it. Not gonna lie, I donated to it as well, but there's the huge hype that this is potentially fake, which, if it is, then you're conning people out of... There are people donating like $100, $50, however many.
And you... Like, something like that, you can only donate once. You can't get your money back at this point.
Exactly. It's just, because I sort of had in the back of my mind, like, this is a famous YouTuber, like, why wouldn't he just give his own earnings to this guy or help him or whatever? And there are things like, they saw this guy driving around with the YouTuber and they were booking him into a hotel, blah, 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 blah. And they've been doing update videos, and it's still sort of, like, in the back of my head, like, is this real? But if it is, then I want to help this guy in however way that I can. So I did. I put $1 forward, and a lot of people have done that as well. So it's got over $100,000 potentially for this guy. I'm hoping it does go to this guy and that it is real. Yeah,
but
I really want it to be real.
That's kind of more a humanity thing that, you
Yeah.
know, oh, he put him in a hotel and instantly we go, oh, this is obviously just a fucking prank. Bastards.
Yeah.
Because we, like, humans aren't like that. We're not that generally nice to people,
Yeah.
to other humans. It's more mine, go fuck yourself.
I think it's just, it is kind of hard to believe that these people who are so good at staging things, you know, it's kind of like, you know, a leopard never changes its spots sort of thing. You're just thinking, is this real or is this another fake thing? Like the whole Sam Pepper thing that blew up a few months ago. Like, is it really real? Was that really a social experiment or whatever?
What was Sam Pepper?
Oh, didn't you hear about that?
I hate when someone says that. No, I haven't
my
heard. That's why I
gosh.
asked you the fucking question.
Oh.
That reminds me, right, completely off topic, of Irish classes at school.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just going to pick the most easiest sentence in Irish. Isma lum. I like. Nima lum, I don't like, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to use that because I can't remember what the sentence was. But the teacher said to me, Isma lum.
Okay.
And I go, I don't know what it is. And so she went, Isma lum. And I closed my eyes, gritted my teeth, goes, okay, fine. Repeating it the second time, if I didn't get it the first time, saying it louder the second time isn't going to jog anything in my head.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. No,
the Pepper thing?
The Sam Pepper thing, right. Okay, there's this guy called Sam Pepper. He was on Big Brother and he got pretty famous through that, but then he decided that he was going to be a YouTuber and he was going to do all of these pranks and everything.
Oh, is this the guy who looks like Katie Price?
No, not really. That's sort of Rylan.
That's his name, sort of Rylan.
Yeah. No,
Really?
Sam Pepper was on that years ago. But he's got famous through YouTube and everything. He knows like all of the British YouTubers, blah, blah, blah. He moved out to LA. And then he's been doing tours and stuff over here and all these rumours are circulating like, oh, he's an asshole, blah, blah, blah. And then he posts a prank video, which is him going around and talking to girls. And while he's doing it, he's gripping their asses without like their consent or anything while they're looking around and trying to give him directions. And then they're like, whoa, I'm really not comfortable with that. Is that you? And he's laughing like, oh no, it was that guy who just walked past. Then all of these girls start coming forward with like rape allegations towards him and saying that they've been sexually harassed or sexually assaulted by him, saying that he's like his attitude's disgusting and everything. And apparently there's lawsuits against him.
Did this come out the exact same time as the Alex Day stuff?
Pretty much just a couple of months later, because I know like a guy that I know was doing merch for Sam Pepper last time he did a tour over here, so I actually met the guy. And yeah, it was after the Alex Day thing at that point, but they wanted to do things for a prank video, and the stuff that they were coming out with was just like, really? Like, that's kind of gross. Yeah.
What was your opinion on the Alex Day? Do you still watch his videos?
I never watched his videos, to be honest.
Was he never entertaining for you?
No, I just wasn't really into that kind of, you know, side of YouTube or anything, but...
I enjoyed the Alex Day videos, right?
Yeah.
When I realised what happened 3 months, I was like, where the fuck is Alex Day? He hasn't done anything.
Alex Gay.
And then I was like, there was nothing... His girlfriend at the time was Kerry Fletcher, who's way past my bedtime. I don't know if you've ever seen her videos. She's
Nope.
at the moment.
Nope.
She's someone that if anyone who's listening knows her, obviously I'd love her to be a guest on this show because I would so ask her out. I'm not even lying. I found out about the allegations. I was like, oh, that's horrible. And he eventually came back. I think it was 9 months later. But he made 1 million subscribers, right?
Yeah.
And then he came back, and he's not 1 million anymore. He's far down. But I don't know. His attitude and his persona is really different. Like, he's been trying to be a lot safer than he used to be on YouTube.
That's probably a good thing. To be honest, there's so many... Because there was more than just Alex Day and Sam Pepper. There were quite a lot of YouTubers that got put on blast last year, and there were, like, change.org petitions and stuff like that to get their partnerships revoked and all this sort of stuff. And
now, I know with Alex Day, he had the stuff with the Green Brothers, and he had his merch, and he had contracts and all, and he ended them all once the allegations came out. It wasn't them. He ended them. He went, alright, shit's going down, till it's sorted, I want to end it. And now he doesn't have any labour anymore, but he has ended everything. It was weird, because it just came out of nowhere. It's like, my god. Now, I heard he cheated on her quite a lot.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Way Past My Bedtime?
No.
Yeah, I've already asked you this.
Yeah.
Alright, just saying.
Anyway, yes.
Again, if anyone knows Kerry Fletcher, from way past my bedtime or from Les Mis, send us. I would love a video with her. I'd definitely go over to England to see her.
Okay, we've established that
Call
Kevin wants
me.
her on the show, but anyway, yeah, carrying on.
Kevin wants to
carrying
what?
on.
I wonder what?
Want her on the show.
Oh yeah. I thought you said something else.
Okay, moving on.
Call me.
Oh gosh. Anyway, let's go
You
back
could see
to
some of the comments are left on her pages.
let's go back to the whole pre-order thing. Like,
So yeah,
yeah. So you mentioned right before we started recording. You mentioned about Alice Returns.
Madness Returns actually. You know there's a movie coming out.
No, I didn't know that actually. No.
So Alice Madness Returns has DLCs, but you had to go into the program files on Steam, your Steam library on your computer to activate them. And it's the costumes and stronger. It's just different skins. But I hate just different skin DLCs will do nothing. Like, okay, in Batman, when you have the Batman Beyond suit, the wings, they kind of play into combat a little. But I hate just, like, it's fun, like, seeing the different Batman, but don't charge us money to see them.
Do you prefer DLCs or this is just like in terms of Steam, do you prefer the actual official downloadable DLCs or the mods in the workshop?
Mods, I enjoy mods. They are made by fans for free, and they're just doing it for their own time. And I like it because, like, Left 4 Dead, we were trying to find funny mods for all the monsters.
Yeah.
Teletubbies and cats. Hitler. The most random shite. But a lot of DLCs are already in the game. You're just unlocking them.
Yeah.
What annoys the fuck out of me and a lot of other people. But if you get, like, I know Far Cry do great DLCs where it's basically a whole new game, where it's like giving you a chunk of a new game. It's basically like it's not unlocking a bit in the game. Like if the file's 20 gigs.
That's kind of like the Screecher with Don't Starve. Like it's almost entirely an entirely different game. It's just got the same artwork style.
And so what I hate is when I see a game's out like 6 months before it's coming out. Pre-order now to get these 6 limited edition DLCs.
Oh yeah, you know the have you seen the GTA 5 pre-order on Steam? And if you pre-order, you get $1 million or something. That's it.
Yeah, I did. I saw that.
I don't get why, because surely there's going to be like cheat codes and stuff like that you could just put in for free, and you know, you could just get it in whatever. You could go to a site like Kinguin and get it for so much cheaper, but you could still make yourself $1 million.
I wish we were sponsored by Kinguin.
Oh my god.
Imagine being sponsored by Kinguin. I'd fucking love it.
Just because it's a king penguin.
Or Audible.com, because they sponsor everyone.
Yeah, true. Oh my gosh. Imagine Audible.com. You know what? Can we just do like a voiceover of 50 Shades of Grey and then see if Audible like sponsor us?
What, me and you read out 50 Shades of Grey? Obviously, I'll do the female parts.
Of course, I'd be Christian. You could be Anastasia. Yeah.
Anastasia. You know, it was fan fiction of Twilight.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, apparently the author wanted everybody, allegedly, I'm not gonna like throw her name out there and say she said this, but allegedly she was calling the fans to try and boycott the movie because it wasn't enough like the book. Apparently.
Yeah, I'd do that though.
What? This isn't enough of a porno. Don't go see the movie.
That reminds me. Right. I'm a writer, right?
What is that? What has that reminded you of? Porn.
It's kind of your country's legislation on porn at the moment is hilarious. But I'll talk to you about that after the show, because you had to cut out an entire conversation.
Okay.
But I'm a writer, and if I got a book published, check out every single one of my videos has a link to WordPad where I have 3 stories, three old stories, but you can read them. They're very old, and they're going to be in my first book.
Just plugging yourself a little bit there, but anyway.
But they're in the description, and I kind of get them. Now, they're really old, but I'm just saying, I'm a writer. If I wrote a book or a short story and it was going to be made into a movie, I'd hate if anything was changed from it.
Like, we were saying this about the Harry Potter thing, weren't we? But I don't know. It would depend on how they make up for it in different parts of the movie for me. Like, if they put in something else that meant sure that it would all make sense still, then, I wouldn't particularly mind.
I hate going to see book movies if I love the book. My friends don't like me going to see movies if I read the book.
Oh my gosh, I'm the exact opposite. If I have a book that hasn't been made into a movie, I'd be absolutely devastated and like, make this into a movie.
But the minute you watch it, you're just like, oh fuck, it's shit.
Well, of course it'd have to be made by someone half decent. Like a Spielberg or a Tarantino or something like that.
Imagine if Tarantino made
Imagine if he made Pulp Fiction.
Imagine if he made Shining, Stephen King's Shining.
Oh my gosh, that would be completely different.
It really would.
Wow. Wow.
I'm not saying anything about Shining. It's a good movie, but it's nothing to like the book. The black guy dies the minute he gets to the house.
Yeah.
In the actual book, the house blows up and he saves them. And, he's quite important in the second book, Doctor Sleep, that came out last year before. Was an amazing book.
I've got it. I have a huge Stephen King collection. Like, I love Stephen King. Yeah.
We might have to do an episode in Series 2 of Off Topic.
Sweet. Yeah, we
and
are.
We would really stay on topic.
we have decided that we're gonna do another series of Off Topic, by the way, providing we get enough views, but it's kind of looking like it, so yeah.
We'll announce when Series 1 ends. We'll have a special.
Yeah. We'll have a series finale, and maybe we can have a guest or multiple guests or something. That would be cool.
Like Carrie Fisher.
Oh my gosh.
or a porn star.
Anyway,
So so if you're pre-ordering, I love the way you're gonna cut this. I hate if you pre-order a game 6 months in advance, like $1 million, right? You get $1 million GTA, and it's just like, here's a few different skins.
Yeah.
But what bugged the crap out of my friend Dale, or Phoenix on my channel, one thing that bugs the absolute piss out of him, Game of the Year has all the DLCs. I just wait to get Game of the Year. It's cheaper than when it first comes out. I got Game of the Year Batman for €12.
I've got I've got the original and then the Game of the Year as well. Yeah, I like Batman. Speaking of which, have you pre-ordered Arkham Knight yet, or are you going to get it on Steam?
I'm going to wait till it gets a lot lower in price.
You know what? I've pre-ordered it already, the physical copy. Just because you get Harley Quinn as a playable character, so I was like, actually, yeah, that's kind of worth it. It's going to be the same price anyway, so you know what? Yeah, I got given extra money for Christmas so that I could buy Arkham Knight.
We talked about Arkham Knight before. I'll get it, but I'm not spending the 50. I got Majora's Mask on 3DS yesterday. It's a remaster of a game from 15 years ago. It was €60.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I bought a new game for €60.
Speaking of which, you know the whole how we were going to talk about remastered games and then we went completely off topic. Have you played Grim Fandango yet?
No, I have not. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why really quick.
Do tell.
2, I'm keeping forgetting about it. And 3, it's a point and click game.
What's number 1?
We don't need to have a number 1.
Okay. I really like it. I'm liking it quite a bit.
Did you buy it?
Yeah, I've got it.
Is it maybe a future LP of yours?
Maybe.
Well, probably in a while.
Yeah. I want to get a full series out of the way before I start another one because the normality thing just crashed and burned. So maybe I'll bring normality back. I'm not sure. Probably not. Maybe. Perhaps.
I love the way that my next Let's Play now, time this is going up, the first video is going up.
Oh, is this an exclusive? Is this exclusive?
I'm not announcing the game on this one, but you'll know what it is.
Okay.
She knows what the game is, but I've been working on this game for at least... I only have 12 episodes done, because it takes so long to... God, I edit like Lydia when I play this game. When I'm editing, I edit like idiot. Every death, it's just awkward. But I'm going from one every day except Sunday. They got only uploading Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Friday.
Monday, Wednesday,
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Just 3 episodes a week.
Are you going to edit all of the episodes and then start uploading? Or...
Yeah, I've 12 done so far.
Oh, right. I normally just like I'll make an episode on the day that I'm going to upload it because
I
otherwise
usually
I
I
get
usually
like
do that with a lot of my stuff.
yeah, otherwise I get too excited and I want to like upload multiple in a day and then I'll forget that I need to edit other videos and then I'll just run out and be like, "Oh,
Yeah, but if it's a
never
game you
mind."
really love and you can do it, I usually record a giant. Like I go, I do so much. I stop recording, I re-record, I then stop, start, and it's like South Park. I
Yeah.
did giant chunks of that game in a row.
Yeah.
Giant chunks.
Did you do Heisenberg just in part of the game like as a one or did you go back and do that?
I went out my way to
Sweet.
do Heisenberg. Also went out my way to do the inside story. Be
Yeah.
use Big Gay Al in a battle while you're in him.
Oh gosh.
Win, win the game with Canadian AIDS.
Oh my
Wear
gosh.
AIDS. Win the game as the when you dress as a girl. Win the game with David Hasselhoff as your face.
These are, oh my gosh, that is such typical South Park to have achievements like those.
Also, I made sure I had them certain achievements, so when I beat the game, they'd come up and I go, I have these achievements. I lost them videos.
Oh, you're kidding.
Remember I was telling you I
Oh
lost
no.
videos, I had to redo them. I
Yeah.
had to redo the last 3 videos.
There is actually, you've just reminded me, I've got like outtakes of Gone Home. So Gone Home hasn't really finished yet because there are little hidden Easter eggs that I recorded and I've not actually uploaded yet. Did I upload the cat one? The cat journal?
No.
There's a cat journal basically. You find
But it, it,
yeah.
it's really only like a half an hour game. You really spread it out a lot for a
Yeah.
very long time. I love the idea of that game, though. It's a great way to come out to your parents.
Yeah.
This is why. Just pretend Shelly is sister in this game, and you'll understand. All right. Oh. So I hate if you buy a game someone months in advance, and it's just like a DLC. I'd like a DLC, like. That should be a drinking game. The amount of times I say like, and I.
And I'm
Throw this-
pissed.
As being a writer, I don't use the word like. I
Yeah.
purposely don't use the word like. Because I hate the word
Say it
like,
a lot.
and it's not good English. So, with the game Bioshock Infinite, the 2 DLCs feel like they were made. Not just added on, but they feel proper and feel made, and they feel whole.
Okay. Right.
They don't feel like it's already part of the game, they unlocked it. It feels like they actually made it. There's loads
So
of DLC.
they're an idea in themselves instead of just being like a little bit of an addition to the game.
Yeah.
Right.
It adds some kind of story to the game, but it's unnecessary story, but it's still nice. And you have like Fear 1. There was 2 DLC games.
Yeah.
Full games, and they were DLCs.
Oh wow.
Before they were called DLCs, what? Extension packs.
Yeah.
And it's like Extraction Point and Personal Madness, and they're 2 solid games.
Back
I think
when they
they're
were
a little
doing games right.
And then you have Fear 2 that has a DLC, and it's a good chunk. I don't know. Number 3 doesn't have any DLCs. It does, though, have co-op.
Oh. That's the expansion in itself. The fact that you can do it co-op.
And like I enjoy, if you're gonna give me a DLC, I'm gonna fork out. And some DLCs are like €20. They could be half the price of the game.
That's like 15 quid here, isn't it? 17 quid, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I don't know.
But I want a proper DLCs. I want a DLC that adds 10 hours of gameplay, and not just skins and new like ultimate armor that you don't get any damage. Make me feel like I worked for it. That this DLC, if I'm gonna fork out for, is worth the price of admission.
So we've slightly touched on the workshop thing. Out of curiosity, which games do you think are better for Steam Workshop?
I've only used it on a few games.
Yeah.
Where now I know Speedrunner has it.
I was actually just gonna use that as like an example. Like I
I
know speedrunners, you could download like certain maps and stuff or particular characters or whatever.
Don't Starve uses it. Left 4 Dead has a great.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead and Don't Starve though, like you could go overboard with the mods. Would you rather go completely overboard and redesign the entire game with mods, or do like a speedrunners and just be a goat for a game?
Well, if it was going to be any character from the DLCs, and the DLCs, they all move differently. Like I would be, because it's not like I want to be in this network, but I would be the Fox.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
the Fox?
Yeah, I know which one you mean.
It's a YouTuber.
Oh yeah, Dodger.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the name Dodger from Polaris. I loved playing that game when I had no idea what the buttons or the controls. I was just keeping just doing my little sprint. I was like, and if you pick the Gravedigger, he starts digging. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, me and Lydia may have played it during the week and I didn't do that well.
Yeah. I let you win that one game.
No, you did not. Some of them wasn't even. I was ahead of you, and I was just like, Lydia won. I was like, fuck no, she didn't. I was ahead of her.
Yeah.
I like the Dodge one, but unfortunately, she's going out with someone.
She's going out with another guy in the same pack, Strippin. He's in the same DLC pack for speedrunners.
Is Strippin in the princess outfit?
Yeah. He's in the tutu, and he sort of like he prances as he's running.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we've come completely off topic, which is kind of intended.
Points.
Yeah, but this has been a pretty long episode, even for us. So.
Well, I would rather go for 40 minutes, but Lydia is like... Blah, 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 blah.
Hey, when you edit them, you can go for 40 minutes. I've been EarthToLydia.
I've been Kev. Oh, hold on, man. I'll take you, man. Till next time. Take care. Goodbye. See ya.
Sayonara.